Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Miracles, I guess, still happen now and then. Look into my world. Leave your cares behind. Welcome to my world, built with you in mind. Knock and the door shall be open. Seek and you will find. Ask and you will be given love's peace of mind. I'll be waiting there.
That's right.
With my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world.
Welcome everybody to the Songfather Show on this 9th day of July 2019. And I must say, they got it right today. They said about 81 degrees. Ba-doom, bam, it was 81 degrees. They said low humidity. Boom, there was low humidity. And even a little breeze once in a while. And I went out and did the lawn and, some other stuff. And then I wanted to kill them. A very sweaty occasion. Let me make sure my phone is off so we don't get bothered. There we go. So welcome to the Songfather Show. Here we are once again on this very nice Tuesday. Tomorrow's supposed to be even better, if you could believe it or not. And so right off the bat, let me just, our good friend, and I hope that you are friends with Gretchen Rossi. From the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She is just a complete doll. And tomorrow, her and her husband, Slade, who have been trying for, I think it's over 12 years to have a child. Finally, God finally blessed them. And tomorrow, they're going to give birth to Skylar Gray, And they're ready. The house is ready. The clothes. So many people from across the country and the world, and sent them so many gifts for Skylar Gray when she comes. So, if you can remember Gretchen and Slade, and of course Skylar, in your prayers tonight and then tomorrow for a very happy, a very blessed, and a very healthy addition to the family. They're pretty cool. And she carried she took us all through every step of the whole thing, from when they got announced, when they did the gender reveal party. I mean, these people know, they know how to do things, in style, but without, like all stuffed up, And her husband Slade he's a regular guy. He's funny as hell, and he takes care of her, knowing, this is very scary for her, for him too, but for the mother, to be waiting all these years and trying this and that, and boom, bam, and and this and it's not like it is on Friends, Phoebe goes in and and gives birth to her brother's triplets. It's not like that. But anyway, so our prayers go out, and very happy, safe, healthy, and blessed addition to the family tomorrow. To the Smiley family, you'll be smiling like crazy. God bless you. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, so let's go down a couple of things here. Ross Perot, you remember the billionaire from Texas that ran for president and, made an early run and then, fell off the face of the earth, and then came back and made a late run. And, he had some good ideas. He had some wow ideas. But he's he passed away at the age of 89, and he was definitely a character. And let's hear it for the NYPD. They arrested 20, I don't know, I forgot the number, 24, I think, members of a gang in Brooklyn that have been terrorizing Brooklyn for the last, say, half a year. 2 murders, 3 murders, I think it was. I got it here. Sorry. 2 murders, 3 non-fatal shootings, 2 gunpoint robberies, and other violent acts upon society all throughout Brooklyn. And they're all up, confiscated, and going to face jail. Very nicely done. Wonderful job, NYPD. So, I'm from New York, so of course I'm always going to push it. But I think I'm pretty fair with with everywhere. But I also have class, and I have dignity, and I believe in giving pats on the back where it's due. So let's hear it for... Oh, I'm waiting for you to answer me. I can't hear you. Mr. Pete Alonso from the New York Mets wins the home run derby. And, I don't know. Why this year you got $1 million for it? And 2 years ago when Judge kicked everybody's ass, whatever. And he also hurt himself. But class act, rookie, he's smacking them all left and right. Forget the home run derby. In the regular season, he's doing it too. But so we won. He beat out Vladimir Jr., Guerrero, whatever the frig his name is. He smacked the hell out of him. He really should have won. But the way the thing plays out for network TV, after he smacked like 30 home runs in 1 round, he didn't even have time to rest. He had to come back and face Alonso in the final, and he just ran out of gas. So I think they're going to change that a little bit. They should anyway. A round, then a break, and you know what? If the sponsors got to pay more, but so he announces he's giving 5% to the Wounded Warrior Project, 5% of the $1 million, and he's giving 5% to the Tunnels to Tower fund that helps all the families. I mean, Wounded Warrior, that's for the people coming back from war and disabled, and need help, need money. It's a nice project. And then the to the towers is for the families of everybody that went down to 911 and tried to save lives and do whatever they could, and either lost their lives, and so it's another worthy cause. So very class thing to do. 23 years old, I think he is. He's a kid, maybe 25, I don't know, but that's nice. That's a nice thing to do. So. Kudos to the Mets. Enjoy it. Excuse me, you know what this is, correct? It's espresso, a sambuca. Until I started doing the show, I hardly ever had this. So that's why I like the show even more now. Ew. Okay, I'm going to say this very quickly, and then I'm going to get off it very quickly. Hold on to your seats and watch what's going to happen with Epstein. Not from Welcome Back, Kotter, with this child trafficking thing. You will not believe who and how many are involved in this thing. Disgusting. You're talking about leaving the world in a better place for the kids, for the young ones, and this is what you're doing to them. Put them all somewhere. I know where I want to put them. On the border. And, all right, so let's see. Okay, we got rid of that. All right, we'll save that one, too. Home run derby. Another black eye for the Dominican Republic. It's a little late to be claiming it, but, there should be no statute of limitations on rape. But a woman claimed that while she was vacationing in the Dominican Republic, she got raped in her room and then thrown off the second-story balcony. I would think that if somebody gets thrown off a balcony, somebody would have heard about it before now. But I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. So there's another black eye. And then Joe Ganiscali, a friend from The Sopranos, he's just a cool guy. And big Yankee fan, big Giant fan. So we have that in common. And he's down there. And he's been down there for, I don't know, a week. And, going crazy with his family and his kids and jumping in the pool and then filling the pool up with Mr. Bubble. And he says, hey, I don't know what everybody's talking about. I'm fine. I'm drinking everything in sight. I'm okay. So, let's hope that it's over. But, no arrests yet. So, let's get on top of that. I know the FBI's been down there. God, it's got to be over a week already now, working alongside of them. But, it's a country where they don't want too much more to get out. They need that. It's a very, I don't want to say poor country, but it is. A good part of it is. And, if the tourist trade, really takes a smack like it's been, and it gets even worse, and a report comes out and saying this was something not random. This was aimed at Americans, or that's going to hurt the country all over. So I don't know how much info they're going to come up with. So if they come up with the right number, I'll go down there. I'll take Tina with me. He wanted the night off. Actually, we had an argument, just so you understand. He was a little shy at first, he said, and then he liked it. And he enjoyed the show, and he liked all the attention he was getting. And now he wants to be fed twice a day, and he wants the napkins changed every 3 hours, and his water has to be at 71 degrees. And if it's not, he's going to poop in it. You know what? This is the Songfather show. It ain't the Tino show. So now he can sit over there and watch. He's watching me right now, and he's like, wow, I wish I was there. Sometimes you got to give him some tough love, boy. Tough love. All right, so our first song for the evening is a song by Mr. Gordon Lightfoot. And what kind of a name is that? How cool is that, really? What's your name? Gordon Lightfoot. Oh, really? Oh, that's nice. How about I put my Lightfoot up? Hey, take it easy. And our good friend Linda Scarpa put up one of those story things on Instagram, I think it was. And she had this song playing. And I hadn't heard it in a while, and I always liked that song. So I said, I'm going to sing it for you tonight. So Linda Scarpa, here is If You Could Read My Mind. Very nice song. And Tino. Tino, if you could read my mind, you'd stay away from the frying pan. That's for sure. You could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well. In a castle dark or a fortress strong with chains upon my feet, you know that ghost is me. And I will never be set free as long as I'm a ghost you can't see. If I could read your mind, love, what a tale your thoughts would tell. Just like a paperback novel, the kind the drugstore sells. When you reach the part where the heartaches come, the hero would be me. But heroes often fail, and you won't read that book again, because the ending's just too hard to take. I'd walk away like a movie star who gets burned in a three-way script. Enter number 2, a movie queen to play the scene of bringing out the good things out in me. But for now, love, let's be real. Never thought I could act this way. I gotta say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone. I just can't get it back. You could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old time movie, how it goes from a wishing well. In a castle dark, or a fortress strong, with chains upon my feet, stories of an end. You could read between the lines, you'll know that I'm just trying to understand the feelings that you lack. I never thought I could act this way, and I gotta say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone and I just can't get it back. Get it back. Oh, Gordon. Oh, Gordon. So there you go, Linda Scarp. I love doing that. Love Scarp. And hope you like that song. Oh, excuse me. All right, so let's see. A couple other things I wanted to go over here. Oh, yeah. I didn't post it on Facebook because I was going to wait for this show. I'm going to say, salute, as my friend Al Grimaldi always says. And have a little toast to myself. Today was, in 2007, my last day of radiation for my second round with cancer, but this was non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Nice tumor taken out of my neck. It's a whole lot. I'll tell you a story. I haven't told a story in a while. And so I had felt like a pimple on the back of my a pimple on the back of my neck. And I always, when I get a haircut, when they kind of shave the hair underneath, and I always, going back to my teens, would always get a pimple or two, a blackhead from that, whatever, ingrown hair, whatever. So, I didn't pay no attention to it. And it was getting worse, and it was getting more painful, and it wasn't breaking. Hot compresses, everything, you try everything, squeezing, bow and arrow behind the neck. No, nothing worked. And so I went to see my doctor, Dr. Jeffrey Berger, my doctor now for the last 26 years, saved my life 3 times already. And that's why I don't answer my emails anymore. But so I went to see him, and I didn't have an appointment. And it got to a point where I was like spiking to 103 fever. It wasn't going away. It was getting hot as hell, and I couldn't even hold my head up straight. So I just went. And, they're doing their job. I understand that. But you have an appointment? No. Oh, you can't be here. Listen to me, you little shit. I'm here. Tell them I'm here. Tell them I have a growth in my neck the size of a golf ball. I don't care how long it's going to take. I'm going to be over there. I didn't say shit. But I'm going to be over there on the couch. And I went and sat down. And they were all buzzing around, pointing at me. I could give 2 craps. So it took 2 hours. So I think some of that was done on purpose. But whatever. He comes walking by. What are you doing here? I've been here for 2 hours. And I always say that anyway, even when I'm not. He goes, no, really? I said, no, this time really. Get in here. Takes me in the room. What's going on? Then he picks up the paper. Oh, okay. So show me where you got hit with the golf ball. I said, what? He goes, show me where it says here you got hit in the neck with a golf ball. I said, look, Doc, I love you. But if you don't fire that schmuck outside, okay, he's gonna have a pimple on his neck. I told him I have a lump in my neck the size of a golf ball. Oh my God, hold on. He looks at it. He goes, oh, that's ugly. I said, gee, thanks. He goes, no, it's ugly and it's angry. Have you tried hot compresses, blah, blah, blah? I said, yeah. Okay. I'm going to send you over to see a surgeon. And, let's see what he says. But you're going there right now. I said, okay. So he makes the phone call, whatever he's got to do, and then I go over. And, waiting to see the surgeon. I come in. And I hope by now he's lost his license. It goes like this. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like a pimple and ingrown hair. I said, you know what, Doc? I get them a lot ever since I was a kid, but this isn't that. He goes, yeah, it is. I'm going to give you 500 milligrams of antibiotic, and it should knock it out in probably 3 to 5 days. I'm like, you don't want to lance it or culture it? He goes, no, no need for it. I leave. I go right back to my doctor. They're getting ready to go home. He goes, all right. I tell him what he said. He goes, well, let's see what happens. I said, and he knows me. He knows that if I tell him ABC, it's ABC. You know, he always says, you should have been a doctor. The way you could diagnose yourself, it's amazing. But, okay. So I go home, and I'm sorry, it was 1,500. It was 500 milligram antibiotic pill, 3 a day. That's a lot, you know. And by the second day, it wasn't getting any better. It was actually getting worse. So I go back and I see Dr. Berger. He looks at it. He goes, oh, this is... So he sends me over to George Denoto, very good surgeon. He's operated on me, I think 4 times in my lifetime. Great guy. And I go to see him. I'm in the room 10 minutes. He comes in. Hey, Sal, what's going on? I said, look, he goes, holy shit. I said, you know, I don't like to hear that from a surgeon. He goes, no, this ain't good. So I told him the story with the other surgeon. Make a long story short, which me is too late. He puts me in the hospital right away. Goes to the emergency room. I'll meet you there. And I go, and then I'm in a room, and, you know, then my father showed up, and my nephew showed up, Dennis, and they were like, what the hell is going on? And it's getting worse. I can't even, my chin is now into my chest. And so George Denoto comes in, talks to the family, you know. I'm the patient. Talk to me, and they can try to listen. So he says, all right, we're gonna have to schedule for surgery. I got to go in and see what that is. At least lance it, but he goes, with the fever and the blood test that we did, there's something not right with the lymph nodes. And I said, okay, we'll go in and see. Okay. So now I'm got admitted to a room, and we're getting ready the next morning, very early, 6 o'clock. Going to be wheeled into the OR. So, you know, my family is you know, there with me in a room. And then our friend, Reverend Jim, not from Taxi, but he came in to see me, and how you doing? And okay. And we're hanging out. And I think I told the story once, but a long time ago. And now it's getting ready to go. He goes, all right, I'm going to go, you know. Says, you know, a little sign of the cross. And he's walking out. And, you know, we're good friends, so we could talk to each other. And I go, hey, you little bastard, where you going? And the guy in the next bed is looking at me like, you talk to a priest like that? He goes, what do you mean? I'm going home. I said, well, how about blessing the, you know, the area? He goes, oh, gee, okay. So he takes out the, you know, the anointing oil, and he says some prayers. He makes the sign of the cross. You know, back here is where it was. And then he leaves. And I said, all right, thanks. Thanks, Father. I love you. And blah, 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 blah. So maybe 10, 15 minutes go by, and my sisters and my mother are looking at me like this. It was like Spanky when the cake was expanding. You know, they're like, I go, what's the matter? Oh, nothing. I said, what's going on? Everybody's eyes are bugging out of there. Nothing. Give me a mirror. No, give me a mirror. So they give me the mirror. I'm looking, and from here, can you see it? Yeah. From here to the back was out past my jawbone. It was all swollen like this. So I said, uh-oh. So I said, we better get the doctor over here. So the nurses came in and looked at it, and they don't know what the hell it is. And so then the Denoto was on rounds or whatever he was doing. They called him, and he looks at it, and he goes, oh, what the hell is that? I don't know. You're the doctor. And so anyway, make a long story short, I got wheeled into the OR, and, you know, giving me anesthesia, and I go to sleep, whatever. And I wake up, and, you know, it's deep. I got a deep cut in the back of my neck here. And so he tells me that when he lanced it, excuse me for being disgusting, it shot all over the room, all over him, the nurses, the wall behind it, and everything else. And I'm like, you know, I didn't need to hear that. He goes, well, actually you did, because most of the poisonous liquid that was inside the tumor was now outside the tumor, and he's never seen that before in his life. And I was like, wow. And then I remembered Father Jim. When he did that prayer and anointed it, through the power of God, it drew a lot of, almost all of that poisonous stuff out. So it wasn't going through my system. And that's how it got all over the place. So to make a long story short, again, too late, they sent it out, and then I found out that 2 days before Thanksgiving in 2006 that it was cancer, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and I went through 28 rounds of chemo and then 26 rounds of the radiation. And so today was the last day. But the power of prayer, the power of God, all right? Who knows what would happen if I just let him walk out without making him come back and, do the little blessing with the anointment of the oil. That's a cool story. It's long, and I know a lot of you are probably thinking it's like that movie Airplane, and you want to hang yourself and do Harry Carey, but it's a story I like to tell because I'm here to tell it. 81. Okay, so let's get to the next song, and it's a song called If You Don't Know Me By Now. It's just a beautiful song. Harold Melvin and the Blue Nuts. Yeah, if you don't know me, I got some blue nuts. And Simply Red did it too, but it's just a great song. If you don't know me by now, they're saying in the song, you're never going to know me because you've seen me at my best, you've seen me at my worst, I've seen you, and I accept you for who you are, Why can't you accept me? I trust you. Why can't you trust me? I don't get it. After everything we've been through, you still don't know me? Come on now, girl. What the heck you talking about? So here is, If You Don't Know Me By Now. Try not to think about my blue nuts. So I don't know. He's a bird. He don't have blue nuts. He's a bird dog. You don't know me by now. You will never, never, never know me. All the things that we've been through, you should understand me like I understand you. Now, girl, I know the difference between right and wrong. And I ain't gonna do nothing to break up our happy home. So don't get so excited when I come home a little late at night, 'cause we only act like children when we argue, fuss, and fight, yeah. If you don't know me by now, you will never, never, never know me. If you don't know me by now, you will never, never, never know me. Now we all got our own funny moods. I got mine. Woman, you got yours too. Just trust in me like I trust in you. For as long as we've been together, it should be so easy to do. Just get yourself together, or we might as well say goodbye. What good is a love affair if you can't see eye to eye? Yeah. If you don't know me by now, you will never, never, never know me. No, you won't. If you don't know me by never know me. No, 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 no. Ain't that the truth? If you don't know me by now, I don't know if you don't know me. It's crazy. That's what I say to Tino all the time. He knows. So I hope you like that song. I thought it came out pretty good. Me, 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 me. You, 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 you. All right, so let me get to this shithead principal. In, of all places, Boca Raton down in Florida. Beautiful. Been there many times. Used to have a timeshare down there. Very nice. Beautiful place to be. Beautiful beach. A1A, and you know, over here. The ocean's over here. The intercoastal's right there. I mean, it's just a marvelous place to go. So there's a principal at the Spanish River High School, it's called, in Boca Raton. And he stated there was no such thing as the Holocaust. It's completely made up. Okay. Should be smacked for that. But then he was asked to take it back. And then he was asked repeatedly to, you know, write some kind of not an apology. They didn't even go to make him apologize for saying it. They wanted him to go and acknowledge that there was a Holocaust, and he made an error in judgment by saying that, and he wouldn't do it. So what did they do? They just reassigned him somewhere else. That man should be fired on the spot. Could you imagine that you're of the Jewish faith and you lost your grandparents to the Holocaust? Okay? Could you imagine that you're an elder citizen now, and you're remembering the days of the Holocaust when you lost your brother or your sister, your mother, your father? Are you crazy that you let this guy keep his job when he's saying it didn't happen? Have you not seen the graves and the pictures and everything else? When, you know, they're as skinny as this rod that's holding up the microphone, and I don't understand sometimes. You know, is it because he's a black man and they don't want to fire him because he's black? This is not a color thing. You just went and said that the 300,000 Jews that were killed and, first starved to death and then killed, and mothers and children too, was all made up. For what? What do you gain by making it? You know, what? I don't know. So I was saving that because it really got me nuts. So hopefully it gets you nuts too. Nuts. I mean, why am I nuts tonight? And then, this was just right before I started doing the show, that they still haven't found Jimmy Buffett's large shaker of salt. They don't know where it is. It's been 20 years now. They can't find it. That's pretty sad. Poor guy. What are you going to do? And what do I got here? 1, 2, 3 songs. All right, so let me do a song, and then I'll end up with a couple of these. What did I write here? Sorry. Sometimes I go off into my own little world. And here's a song by Clyde McFadden, who went off on his own once in a while, but he was also the lead singer with the Drifters. And then Benny King had a song, a hit with this. I mean, there's wit. But there's just, the list is too long, which I didn't know till I started looking it up. How many people had a moderate to extreme success with this song, A Lover's Question. And it's not really the singer, could be male or female, of course, but it's not that they're questioning her or him. They're questioning themselves. And that's what I loved about this song. And you may sing along as always. Boom, 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 boom.
Bum 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 bum.
Does she love me with all her heart? Should I worry when we're apart? Well, it's a lover's question. I'd like to know. Does she need me like she pretends? Is this a game? And will I win? It's a lover's question. I'd like to know. Well, I'd like to know when she's not with me. Is she still true to me? I'd like to know when we're kissing. Does she feel just what I feel? And how am I to know it's really real? Oh, tell me where the answer lies. Is it in her kiss or in her eyes? Well, it's a lover's question. I'd like to know. Well, I'd like to know when she's not with me. Is she still true to me? And I'd like to know when we're kissing. Does she feel just what I feel? And how am I to know it's really real? Oh, tell me where the answer lies. Is it in her kiss or in her eyes? Well, it's a lover's question. I'd like to know. Well, I'd like to know. I'd like to know. I need to know. Oh, tell me so. Huh? See what I mean? Really not questioning her. He's questioning himself. Why do I feel this way? You know? I really need to know. Is it me or, you know? Very nice. So it's a song by Mr. Ray Charles coming up. And here it is. Wow, that was fast. Uh-oh, Dad, I'm over the edge. So, called Born to Lose. And I remember at a very young age hearing this song, and it broke my heart. You know? It's like he wasn't singing a song. He was singing about himself. I can't explain why, because I didn't know his history. I didn't know anything until, Jamie there came out with the movie. What he really went through in his life. I just, the way he sang it, maybe he was, just putting it out there through his heart, that this is how he felt, and if you saw the movie Ray, you'll understand, because it was, wow, what a life he had. And it's called Born to Lose, but it broke my heart from way, way back, wow. Anyway, so here is Born to Lose. He's saying, he's a guy really down on himself. I lived my life in vain, and I've always been so blue, and I was just born to lose. I'm never going to win, and holy moly, come on. Love it, love it, love it. Born to lose, I've lived my life in vain. Every dream has only brought me pain. All my life I've always been so blue. Born to lose, and now I'm losing you. Born to lose, it seems so hard to bear. How I long to always have you near. You've grown tired, and now you say we're through. Born to lose, born to lose. I've lived my life in vain. Every dream has only brought me pain. All my life I've always been so blue, born to lose, and now I'm losing you. Born to lose, and now I'm losing you. Nothing to take away from the wonderful job at the Home Run Derby, but that could be the Mets theme song. Oh, I'm going to get cards and letters and eggs thrown at my house. Probably not, but that's the price of fame. When I am famous one day, that's what will happen. I can't wait. I'll be so happy just to get hit with eggs. Okay, so we're almost done. Once again, not bad. Just make sure I got everything. Oh, I'm just going to throw this out there, give my opinion on it. I'm sure most of you are going to agree. All this friggin' hoopla about, I know it's not Halle Berry, it's whatever her name is, that's going to play Ariel, and everybody's up in arms. She's supposed to be white with red hair. What the frig is wrong with you people? Okay? It was a cartoon. It was a classic. It was wonderful. It made it to Broadway, and that's terrific. So now we're doing, they're doing a version of it. And Ariel, and by the way, the girl is gorgeous, the young woman that's playing Ariel. What is wrong with you people? Go and be entertained. How would you like to be a black person, and every cartoon you see, everything you see is just white. So what's the big deal? Stop. It's entertainment. Shut your mouth. Sorry, not really. And prayers for the deputy sheriff that was killed in the line of duty Sunday night, leaving behind a wife, a 3-year-old son, a 9-year-old son, and a 3-month-old son, giving chase to an armed suspect, and he got gunned down. It's not getting better out there. And I wouldn't blame him if... just one of these days, they'll just say, you know what? See ya. Starbucks, 3 cops who in Starbucks. Manager comes up, assistant manager, whoever the frig it was. You're making a lot of the clientele a little nervous about having you guys in. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Are you crazy? That's as nuts as the K jeweler lady that wouldn't let the cop in that wanted to buy an engagement ring for his girlfriend because he had a weapon on him. He's a friggin' uniform. He's a sheriff. They don't let him in. She got fired, and I think he went to Jared anyway after that. But now you tell 3 cops to leave because the clientele feels a little funny with them inside? Okay, good. You better hope, and you better pray. Well, you know what? They're not like that, so if they get the call, they're going to go anyway. But they shouldn't. That's just my opinion. So the last song for the evening is Mr. Van Morrison's Brown Eyed Girl, and I like this song. I sang it a few weeks ago, but I heard it today on the radio, and I said, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one to go, Brown eyes. Elton sang about blue eyes. Baby's got blue eyes. I got to go see that movie. I heard it's pretty damn good. But I like the Brown Eyed Girl, so here we go. And the blue nuts. Oh, man. I'm not going to let that one go for a while. Hey, I'm talking here. Tino, I want you dancing. There he goes. Hey, where did we go? Days when the rain came down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and a running, hey, hey, skipping and a jumping. In the morning, Mark, with our hearts a thumping, and you, brown-eyed girl, you, my brown-eyed girl. Whatever happened to Tuesday so slow, going down the old mine with a transistor radio, standing in the sunlight laughing, hide behind a rainbow's wall, sipping in the sliding all along the waterfall with you, brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha la 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 dee da, just like that. Sha la 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 dee da, la dee da. So hard to find my way now that I'm on my own. Saw you just the other day, oh my, how you have grown. Cast my memory back there, Lord. Sometime I overcome thinking about making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing la 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 dee da? Hey, catch up. La 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 dee da. Sha la 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 dee da, la dee da. See, I did that fade away because I don't have any engineers here, so I had to do it myself. But I think I carried it. I don't think you actually saw what was happening, so that's good. I feel good about it. So, all right, so that's today's show. I hope you enjoyed it. Please tell everybody about it. Please continue to share it, and every one of these shows after I'm done, it's also put up on YouTube. Go, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And, let's start getting the word out there, because so far my plan has been going pretty well for the last year and a half or so. So I really started putting myself out there. This is supposed to stop that, Maybe I didn't have it in correctly. Oh, you're right. I didn't. And, so then the next thing is to start doing some live performances. I'm not a restaurant guy. I don't like that. Some people are very good at it, and that's their element, and that's wonderful. But that's not for me. And so I've already talked to a couple of arenas, 200-seater, one's a 450-seater, and I think it maybe around the fall, the end of the summer, which isn't too far off. And then we're going to start going out and performing a little bit live. Then we're going to start going around different places across the country. And then I'm going to get hit by a truck, and everybody's going to remember me in that. No, I'm only kidding. So anyway, thank you. Keep the bright outlook that you give me. I love you for it. I really do. And we'll do tomorrow's show. I'm toying with this idea. So I'll throw it out now. You could... think about it, and you could email me or you could inbox me, whatever. But I think maybe I'm going to take one night and make it request night, So I still don't know if I'm going to do it live, because I think that might slow it down. Because if you ask for a song live, why we're doing it live, then I got to go through my library, first of all, and find it. And, so I think we'll still stay with this format. I like it because I'm able to go back and forth. And chat with you people, and some people are very stupid because they're my friends. That's why, and they say silly things. Like the teaser that I put up today saying, don't forget the Songfather show at 6 o'clock. And because of my freaking gray hair on my chest, everybody was saying, well, you can't see it here. Oh, my God, you really got sunburned bad. No, that wasn't white skin. That was white hair. I'm Italiano. I don't sunburn. Although once I did in Mexico, but that was my own fault. Too much tequila. Oh, yes. But, boy, I let a lot of secrets out here. Must be the headphones. But anyway, so thank you. I love you all. And, just keep making me feel good. It's great. I love it. So now we say, Bam, I love yous. See you at 6. See you now, anything. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. He's taking a bath.